Welcome back to the lesson. Today we'll work on releasing the hidden messages that formed your trauma responses with somatic exercises. First, allow me to introduce the concept of somatic self-compassion and somatic healing. Somatic self-compassion is the act of connecting with your bodily sensations and holding space for your emotional experience. In other words, instead of dismissing your emotions, you acknowledge them. This is about being with yourself without any judgment or replaying stories. Notice your body as it feels each emotion. Begin to offer comfort in your own physiology. Let's try this exercise together and begin connecting with your body.
Sit or lie down in a comfortable position. Close your eyes. Place one hand on your heart, one on your belly, and just breathe. When thoughts arise, gently acknowledge them, but refocus on your body's sensations. Feeling the breath, notice your body parts, feeling the space you hold.
Do you feel a difference? Perhaps a bit more aware of your body or feel a little more connected? Or maybe the opposite, you're feeling very uncomfortable, foreign. Keep practicing and you become more used to the feeling of connecting with your body. Bodily awareness is a first crucial step to somatic healing. I mentioned in the last module, emotions are just energy in motion. When you allow the energy to pass through and complete the cycle, it releases. When you suppress or neglect your emotions, it gets stuck within your body. In order to heal, you need to help channel these energies and release them. And eventually, when you experience your triggers, you no longer feel the same way as before. When someone experiences trauma, their emotions could be very intense. If we just open the floodgate, they may go into a fight, flight, or freeze response when the emotion passes their current capacity.
Somatic healing is about gradually and safely expand one's emotional capacity.
At this point, you may have already identified your trauma response pattern. Let's just say it's suppressed anger or chronic people pleasing, which could lead to anger. Somatic trauma healing is about experiencing anger within a safe limit and quickly bring your body back to safety. So your body starts to feel safe to experience this emotion. Gradually, as your capacity to handle anger increases, you can begin to experiment increasing the challenge of experiencing anger without having to do anything. When your body can safely experience an emotion, the energy then completes its cycle and gets released. It's no longer stuck inside of you. That's when healing has completed. Transformation happens naturally when we remove the obstacles blocking it. There's another technique to gradually increase your emotional capacity called the dimmer switch. However, it needs to be safely handled, otherwise you could risk re-traumatizing yourself. If you're new to somatic healing, or if your emotions are super intense, I highly recommend you work with a professional. But it works like this.
Close your eyes and breathe just like what we did in the last exercise. Now squeeze your fists to gently bring up a past memory that upsets you a little bit, but not the most. You can begin to experience anger at a low degree that's easily manageable. And then dial it down. Let go of your fists, drop your shoulders, take a deep breath in and out.
Pause the video if you need to, walk away, do something else, and then come back to repeat the exercise again. You can repeat this exercise as many times as you need to and increase the intensity of it. Gradually, you'll begin to feel more comfortable to sit with uncomfortable emotions without having to walk away or do something to avoid it. When I was first introduced to this practice, I couldn't help but ask, and then do what? If you're wondering the same, the answer is nothing. It sounds counterintuitive, but there's really nothing else you need to do besides sitting with your uncomfortable emotions with compassion and just experience it. No need to investigate it. You don't need to know what happened, why, when, how, who. None of that matters. Doing so will allow the stuck energy to complete the cycle and then release from your body. There's homework waiting for you to strengthen your knowledge. I'll see you in the next lesson.